Vietnam's pharmaceutical industry has experienced significant development over the last 10 years to become one of the fastest growing markets in the world. This sector continues to show its great potential for future growth due to the favorable conditions of Vietnam's market. Vietnam has a large and rapidly aging population. In 2019, the population was estimated to reach over 96 million, of which 7.7% are projected to be aged 65 and above, showing the highest pace of aging ever in Vietnam. The GDP per capita amounted to approximately $2,600 in 2019 and is expected to reach $10,400 in 2030. This will lead to an increase in Vietnamese living standards and a rise in the demand for healthcare services in general and pharmaceutical products in particular. The pharmaceutical market is projected to have a valuation of more than $9.1 billion USD by 2023 and reach $16.1 billion USD by 2026. In the next 5 years, Vietnam is expected to attain double-digit growth, remaining in the top 20 stable and sustainable pharmaceutical markets of the world. According to VietnamCredit, the pharmaceutical industry has over 8,000 active enterprises, which create jobs for more than 131,000 employees. Most companies specialize in wholesale pharmaceuticals and medical goods. The pharmaceutical manufacturing sector has the highest employment figure of over 48,000, followed by the medicine wholesaling sector, which has just over 43,000 employees. The number of companies focusing on R&D for pharmaceutical products are reported to be few and to suffer from poor output level. Regarding the retailing sector, prescription drugs are predicted to continue dominating in the next 10 years, while the over-the-counter sector occupies a small portion in total medicine expenditure, as the government is putting more effort into increasing the access to healthcare infrastructure with lower costs. Mergers and acquisitions in Vietnam's pharmaceutical sector have recently increased in both volume and value. The M&A activity can not only lower the time and costs to enter the market for investors, but also improve the competitive advantages of domestic enterprises. Although widening room for foreign ownership will force pharmaceutical firms to eliminate a number of business lines, including distributing and retailing, it remains an emerging movement in Vietnam's market. Besides, M&A activity has been vibrant with the participation of experienced domestic retailers such as Vingroup, Mobile World Investment Corporation, FPT Retail, Win Kim, and others, for they have acquired reputable pharmacy chains. Retailers to take advantage of a pharmacy's reputation as well as to reduce the costs for branding. The supply of pharmaceuticals in Vietnam relies heavily on imports, for the domestic outputs can only meet 52% of the total demand. Since 2016, the pharmaceutical import turnover of Vietnam has declined steadily, shrinking from an increase of 14% in 2015 to 8% in 2018. In the first 5 months of 2020, the import of pharmaceuticals witnessed a slight increase despite the negative effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on import-export activities. France, Germany, India, and South Korea are the main medicine providers of Vietnam. In 2019, pharmaceutical products were imported mainly from France, reaching 411 million USD in value and accounting for 14.61% of the total turnover. Germany was the second largest market, with a value of more than 325 million USD, followed by India with over 250 million USD. Currently, over 65% of imported pharmaceutical ingredients in Vietnam are from Chinese suppliers. Due to the effects of COVID-19, in January of 2020, the value of imported ingredients from China shrunk significantly, decreasing the total import turnover by nearly 40% compared to the previous month. However, since COVID-19 continues to affect China and India, pharmaceutical companies should plan to develop their medicinal herb regions for ingredient resources or investigate other suppliers to sustain manufacturing activities until the end of this year. These have been the highlights of Vietnam's pharmaceutical industry in 2020 according to VietnamCredit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the VietnamCredit channel for more informative videos.